EA Sports. It's in the game.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints getting set to take over, and they will be led out by the all-time leading passer in NFL history in his 19th year now in the NFL, Drew Brees.
95-56.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brees toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league off and saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one,
let's see what we can do for a return this time.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, that was horrible.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All right.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And
come on.
An interception
Why didn't
here
you
on
jump?
the opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go play action with Trubisky.
Come
he
on.
almost picked it.
Their
Nearly a
defense
turnover there
is
on their opening
stopping me.
drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
We actually got to play this game. Apparently I'm not doing as well as hoping.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
There we go, Taylor. Good job.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not doing what I wanted to do, but it's all right.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze.
There we go.
Six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That was a horrible thing.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I'm sorry for all the
Saints
noise going
offense
on.
On the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world.
Great stop.
When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Breeze. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6.
Let's see what we can do for this return.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Pushing through the contact.
That was a bad idea.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2.
Doesn't want to block it right
it's
now.
2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The
Come
last
on,
run
Thielen,
got a
get your butt
couple.
open.
Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Trubisky. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Throw the ball.
Be a safety.
Why did he not throw the ball?
Swallowed up in the end zone. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there.
All right.
For him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on
We
the
gotta do something.
scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game.
Oh, come on.
And continuing to press the running
That was
game.
horrible.
Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now Breeze on the bootleg. He completes this one to Mack. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 38, Breeze has got Hooper on the short connection. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
All right,
the
turnover on
Saints'
downs.
decision to go
I can
for
handle
it
that.
backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more tempo.
Touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Any more yards?
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
Got me.
Clinic.
Easy.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And we remind you coming up
I need to
at
get a
the
couple
half,
sacks
we're
here.
joined-
Haven't done that in a bit.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Pierre-Louis
that works.
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Yeah,
now contact
barely
up
pushed
front
it.
as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
5-yard penalty.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Right, let's try to see.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. With it is Brown.
Almost.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
Come on.
He is met in his tracks behind
Why
the
don't
line
you
of
block,
scrimmage.
dude?
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. So we come upon halftime, and what's it? And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
All right, let's see what they are doing.
With the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That was bad. Ran right into them, but it's all good.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter with Cook.
Come on, people, get out of the way.
Inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run again on 1st down.
What is going on?
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape
is my joystick messing up right now?
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
I am so cutting some line people.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want
definitely some linemen are getting
way
cut.
better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So put it under 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and
shutting
make that
him
play? 'Cause that's been an
down.
issue
Nice
for them
on
in
the
this game.
1 yard.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know the question will come up. If Antonio Brown is maybe the best receiver in the game, why would you risk him on special teams? I think we just saw why.
I was just going to say, Exhibit A. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Great blitz.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time
that was great blitz. I gotta say that.
Thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taken in at the 22.
Should have cut back.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ran, sir. Hey, switch gears. Recon, 152-5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down at the 2.
Almost got through it.
Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Breeze now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Escape, and he goes down.
Good job,
Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
Punts it.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here.
Oh, if that guy wasn't there, I would have been gone.
The roads are usually open.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's see. Something good.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They're all through now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And it was the Steelers that came away victorious there.
Get my goal of breaking 50
only a
each
couple
game,
yards
but
shy of 100. He's at 98 receiving to this point. He's got Hooper on the short
better
connection.
than losing.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One final try here for Breeze. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper.
That is the end.
For Seattle.
Thank you for watching week 3
So you get the sense that whatever
of Madden NFL 20 with me and the Seahawks. Now we are 3-0, as you can see. Next week we will see who we play and we will go from there.
Sharpening your execution,
Thank you.
sharpening your focus, and maybe doing